Hello out there, everybody. Manny here at Area 503. And I hope you all have been well since our last video.
Today I've got some pretty cool UFO footage to show you guys. But first, a quick announcement. I bought a brand new mic for the channel. Hell yeah! This new microphone is going to allow me to make videos quicker, but there is a little bit of a learning curve with it, so if you guys have any feedback for me, go ahead and leave it in the comment section down below. Just try to be nice, okay? Anyhow, let's take a look at these sightings, yeah? Our first sighting was sent into the channel by a viewer named Chels, who was watching a group of vultures when she found something interesting float by. She said that the wind was fair, but it didn't look like it was only blowing in one direction, and that her flag was whipping back and forth. Whatever this thing was, it made no noise, and it looked like something was controlling it, she says. It could be a bag. She doesn't think so. She does insist that it had some interesting movements and that there's no way it was a bird. And she closes by saying, hopefully this message doesn't come to you directly. Sorry if it's late, and it does. It was late and I was up. No apologies, Chels. I live on the West Coast, and I'm a night owl anyhow. So don't even worry about it. Let's take a look at what she filmed.
What this is. What the hell?
Yeah, that's interesting. Looks like it's tumbling. What is that?
What is it?
It could be a balloon just rotating and tumbling through the wind. Maybe it's some kind of garbage bag or shopping bag that got caught in the wind.
Kinda looks like it could be a bag, maybe? But how did it get all the way up there?
I don't know.
Like it's just cruising on by. The sun's right there, so it's kind of hard to... Where'd it go? There it is.
I don't know, Chels. I'm really leaning towards this being like a garbage bag or maybe a balloon. But really, it looks like a garbage bag here, just caught in the wind and, like you said, moving right along.
What in the world? It looks like it's flapping wings of some kind, but it's definitely not a bird. It's close enough. It looks like a flying stingray. Alright, where'd it go? Zoom back out and find it.
A flying stingray. Yeah, that's interesting. I bet it does to the naked eye.
There it is. What in the hell?
Take a look at this footage when I've sped it up a little bit here. You really see how it looks like a floating bag or a balloon of some kind. And I gotta tell you, that's really what I think it is. It was just hard to see with the naked eye, and I totally get that it looked like something different. It's still an interesting sighting though, and I want to say thanks to Chels for sending it in for us all to take a look at. What do you guys think it is that she saw over there? Let her know in the comments section below. Thanks for sending that video in, Chels. Let's move along to our next sighting, which took place on May 26th over Manchester in the UK. Check out this UFO. It's just moving along horizontally, minding its own business, doing God knows what. I initially thought this might be a balloon, but it's not tumbling like a balloon. Could that maybe be a quadricopter drone? A large one? Or... God, I don't know. It almost seems to be flying levelly, like an aircraft. This thing's pretty strange. Let's get a better look at it. So it doesn't look like this thing's moving very fast, whatever it is. But it certainly isn't rotating. It seems to hold a fixed position, and it's moving in a straight line. But that suggests to me that this isn't something that's organic. It is man-made. It's either a drone or an aircraft or... Oh, that was kind of interesting. It almost looks like that's a pyramid or a triangle or... Let me see if I can get a better clip of that. Wow, check that out. Does that look like a pyramid to you? It sure does to me. That's truly bizarre. I just don't know what that could be. You know, I'm not sure if this is just a trick of the camera because I have to loop such a short section because it's the only part that's in focus. It's hard to tell. Let's see if I can find another clip. Wow, it definitely doesn't look like a pyramid there, but I don't know what that thing is. This has just got me scratching my head. I mean, if this isn't a balloon, which I think we can rule out because it's moving so steadily and it's not rotating at all like balloons normally do. And I don't see any blinking lights on it like you would on an aircraft, and it's definitely not shaped like any aircraft I've seen. This footage is almost too good. I wonder if it's CGI. I checked the file information for the video and it didn't show any form of tampering, at least that I could detect. And I didn't see any signs of obvious CGI in the footage itself either. Did you guys? I mean, I don't see any odd pixelization around the UFO, which you will sometimes see with CGI. And it certainly doesn't look like this was motion tracked to anything. So there really is zero evidence to suggest that this was CGI. But if it wasn't CGI, and it wasn't an identifiable airplane, what was it? I said earlier that I didn't think that this was a balloon because of its straight and steady flight path and the fact that it doesn't change its orientation through the whole clip. But that's still the only possible earthly explanation that I have for this. I mean, it could just be a heart-shaped mylar balloon floating in the sky. It's just that normally when you see mylar balloons in the sky, they're rotating and tumbling in the wind. I don't think I've ever seen one move quite like this, where its orientation remains fixed. It's just damn strange. Normally, the only objects that move through the sky like that are large man-made aircraft like airplanes, helicopters, and large military drones. So I'm not at all confident in the balloon explanation, maybe 5%. And so for now, I'm going to leave this sighting in my UFO files. It's not very often that I get this excited about a clip, but I tell you what, this has really got my blood pumping. What do you guys think it is? What the hell is this thing? Can any of you tell me? If you know what this is and you have links to footage that's similar to this, please leave it in the comments section because I am just dying to figure out what this thing is. And if you haven't gotten a chance, the subscribe button is right down there too. I'll put the original file for this sighting up on my public Dropbox. If any of you want to download it and go ahead and analyze it, feel free. Just let me know what you find out. I can't wait to hear what you guys think about this sighting. But for now, let's go ahead and move on to our next sighting, which took place in Ojai, California on May 19th. Someone got a weird light on their security cameras. Check that out. What could be causing that? I thought at first that it was a spotlight maybe from a helicopter. But I don't think that could be the case because spotlights move and they bounce around, and this strange light remains perfectly still for almost 5 minutes. If that is a helicopter pilot, he's one badass dude, I'll tell you that. And besides all that, I checked out Flight Radar 24 and there were no planes or helicopters in the area. So yeah, I think we can rule out an aircraft here. Check out these two still frames. We can see more definition of the area in question. And it looks like it's a wooded area right outside the residential area. This makes me wonder if maybe somebody was camping out there in the trees and they just turned on a high-powered LED camping lantern. This could explain the light, but normally when you use lanterns like that, they cast a lot of shadows as they move around or people move around them. This light just clicks on and it stays there, motionless. It's creepy. No, really, it's creepy. But I don't think it's a camping lantern either. One other thought did occur to me. Perhaps it's a mounted spotlight of some kind, you know, like on a cop car or a work truck or something. I'm not sure why anyone would want to turn on a spotlight at 4 in the morning, you know, for a good solid 5 minutes, but hey, stranger things have happened. So I suppose it's possible. What do you all think it is? Some kind of spotlight? But what's it from? Is it a UFO shining a beam down? I mean, if you investigated this the next morning and found a mutilated cow down there or something, I'd be calling Mulder and Scully. But we don't have anything like that. It's just a weird light out in the middle of nowhere in the middle of the night. So I don't think people are going to get too interested in it. Except for guys like me. You know, this thing's just so bizarre, I wanted to show it to you guys and get your thoughts on it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. I've got just one more sighting that I want to show y'all. And this one is a follow-up to a UFO that I reported on back in episode 36 last year. Take a look at this original footage.
It's the UFO there.
This weird segmented UFO was hovering in place. I couldn't identify what it was at the time, but I definitely thought that it was man-made, and I think that I know what it is now. I found some similar footage of a racing drone that was carrying a strip of LED lights. Check this out. I gotta tell you guys, this sighting really bothered me for over a year. It just never left my mind, and so when I saw this drone LED footage, I thought immediately of that original sighting. And I just knew that I had to get this out there and show you guys. Judging by this new footage, I'd say that that was definitely a string of LED lights, and that they were either mounted on a large balloon with an anchor, or they were suspended from a drone. What do you guys think? Well guys, for now that's all I've got on UFO sightings. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section below. I'd really like to know your opinions. I'd like to take this chance to also thank the Truth Troopers, Mr. and Mrs. Bubbles, and Tony. Thanks guys, I really appreciate your support. And I'd also like to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to watch my videos. You guys are all awesome. You rock. Alright guys, until next time.
As always, this has been Manny at Area 503. And I wish you all the best until we meet again. And I am out of here to continue my search for universal truth.